Kelly is a corporate trainer and author, and the mother of Adam Rippon, who won the bronze medal for figure skating in the Winter Olympics of 2018. She's a single mother of 6 children, and her new book has just been released called Parent Up: Inspire Your Child to Be Their Best Self. When I was reading your book, I was a little tearful when I read what he wrote in your introduction or your foreword, which was, she always believed in me and has been the biggest influence in my life. And of course, I hate to make you emotional. I don't know if you knew that about yourself in relation to him, but I was so struck that that sentiment is what this project is all about. And when I see the two of you together, I see it in your photographs, I see it in your interviews. It's just incredible. So did you know how powerful you were?
Well, at the Olympics, I was completely surprised by the medal that he awarded, the ECOS medal medallion. And then I started listening to the speeches that he was giving at the HRC dinner and the Clinton Foundation and Dancing with the Stars. He gave a tribute.
Wow.
So yeah, it was all of my kids have been incredibly kind and thoughtful,
Mm-hmm.
but it is when it's reminded like that, yeah, of course, it validates a lot, and I think that that gave me confidence as a mom
Mm-hmm.
when I was writing the book.
So what about a mother? What about the words that a mother should convey to her
Mhm.
child? What about LGBTQ plus children and
Mhm.
choosing words accordingly?
Well, someone said, how do you raise a gay child or how do you raise a champion? You raise a child like you raise a good child. Like a child is a child. You don't wait until one of your children tells you they're gay to become an ally.
Mhm.
These are things that just decent people do.
A lot of studies have shown that LGBTQ kids develop a resiliency
Hmm.
that lasts into adulthood because
Hmm.
they've learned how to fight for themselves, even if
Right.
it's internal.
Hmm.
And those are good traits to
Well,
have.
you learn, like, imagine a young child having one of those little triangle, square,
Yeah,
rectangle,
yeah,
circle, and
yeah,
trying to fit it in the right.
yes.
Now, when you are like, you kind of feel yourself,
Hmm.
right? You
Yeah,
know that I'm a circle and but if you're scrambling, if people are telling you that you belong in this particular
right.
column, all of that trial and error, you develop patience. You develop that resiliency
Hmm.
of trying to figure out where you fit in.
Yeah.
And we naturally want to gravitate toward people that lift us.
Hmm.
We know, like, that person that is going to say, "Why'd you wear that today?" When you're in high school. Now, I mean, people don't say that to me now. But I'm talking about her 19-year-old, like your 18-year-old. Um, and sometimes it can be painful, because people would ask me, when I knew, Adam had shared with me, and people would say, and at that time, I actually did get a lot of pressure from some of the officials at US Figure Skating, or they would imply, and then they would wait for me to not say anything. So it was kind of like kind of a confirmation by,
Yeah, right.
uh, so I would make sure, and I would say, why does that make you curious? Someone would say, well, is Adam gay? I mean, he should just come out. I'd say, why are you so curious about that? I would put it back on them.
Yeah.
And it's so important. I had such a great experience this year. Adam and I had done something for Good Morning America, the coming out letter, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
got to revisit
Yes.
the, like, because he came out and I got to write a letter to him about how I felt that day and all the things that I wish I had said,
Wow.
but I didn't, because it's a new experience for a parent. No matter how experienced or how much knowledge you have as their mom, it's still their it's not about you, mom. It's not about you, dad. It's not about you, teacher. It's not about you, therapist. It's about the person. It's their day. And if they want to do it with balloons and have it at the Thanksgiving dinner table, it's their day. If they don't want to say, I've had experience with kids that are coming out, or I shouldn't even say coming out, kids that are in the community that are like 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
And people will say something like, your sister's a lesbian? Why didn't she say anything? And the sister will say something like, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So it really depends where you are, but it's hard to, it's their news, it's their story. It's not something that you need to confirm or to explain to anyone. Parenting is not something that you check in and check out of. It's either something you can be good at or you can be bad at, right? Or be better at, hopefully, right? But it's not something that you stop doing when they're 18. So when parents say like, "Oh, I just wish they were young again," trust me, you'll be challenged when they're 25, 35. Well, I don't know about 35 yet. Maybe it goes away when they're 31.
The worry never ends.
But yes, it's always different. And the parenting relationship grows.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everyone. Follow us at gaysonsandmothers.org. It's been a wonderful evening, and we will be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.